All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another episode of the Perfect Pair Podcast. My name is Rock-T for Sheezy.
And I'm Krystal, Rock-T's better half.
Indeed, she is. Look at her, and she's just beautiful.
Rocky. See, he be making me want to punch him.
For all the new people that just joined the podcast, listen, we're far from perfect. We say this all the time, but
we're perfect for each other.
Indeed. So we always challenge couples out there to learn how to become perfect for each other. And when you do that, flowers start floating around your head.
Oh, my God. He didn't know what to say, so he came up with something. Babe.
Make sure you download, subscribe, click the little bell right there next to the subscription download button. That means you'll get the alert every time we drop a new episode. Mm-hmm. Follow the YouTube channel and all the social media platforms. What are we talking about today, woman?
I knew you. Oh, God. We are talking about how men, you can be the problem in the relationship. And because you think about it, y'all always say the women, we always come with problems. We got baggage. Something's wrong with us. This is and that. But you don't understand. Sometimes you men, y'all are the problem of the relationship.
Okay.
And I want to just like really, really break it down. Because y'all always are trying to make sure the woman takes her role in the relationship. Like, what do you expect your woman to do in a relationship? You have high expectations and stuff, right?
Okay.
Tell the truth.
All right. So we going in right now, or?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we supposed to. Okay, yeah, okay. Wait.
You ready to go right now?
Was,
right?
Sorry. My bad.
She been waiting for this.
Sure
like,
was.
So we're going to title this episode, Is This Male Bashing? Because I have a feeling that she's going to be bashing this fella. So
I don't think I'm necessarily bashing. I got to pull this up because I didn't bring my glasses, so I can't really read.
It's all to the good. We keep it real, man. So the Perfect Pair Podcast starts right now. Let's go.
Bye.
All right, go ahead, honey doo wops. I'm gonna go ahead. Listen, I'm gonna be fair.
Right. I'm gonna be fair too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've been fair all the time. When I talked about us women, I went in on us.
Right.
Like, I let us know that we are the problem. We can be the problem, and we're doing a lot of things wrong.
It works both ways.
Right. So my thing is, I think men need to kind of understand where they could be dropping the ball and where they could be the problem of the relationship. Because I really truly believe that real love and healthy love is out there for everyone. Mm-hmm. So if we both recognize our faults and where we fall short, and we learn from them, mm-hmm. we'll do better.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's rock and roll.
So I've noticed that sometimes men are always wanting to put us women in our positions and tell us our roles all the time when it comes to a relationship. And then it's almost as if you want us to be feminine in such a way because we're naturally nurturing and caring and loving and all this stuff to you guys. But sometimes y'all take away our femininity.
Femininity.
Is that what I'm trying to say? Yeah, femininity. Yeah, is that a word? Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think sometimes y'all understand that we always talk about like emotional abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, financial abuse, and everything else. But y'all don't understand that there's a such thing as habit abuse.
Ooh, habit abuse. Write that down.
Right. No, like seriously, there's like such thing like because y'all have like different habits that y'all might go get into, and it's I don't know like. I'm gonna say this because it's kind of nasty or stuff, but some people got habits of gambling, mm-hmm. porn. Mm-hmm. You want to talk about gaming, mm-hmm. going hanging out with their boys all the time. It's almost as if y'all putting y'all's friends, your relationship, everything else above your relationship.
Okay.
And you're not prioritizing your relationship. So to me, it makes her feel like she's less important.
I got you.
And then y'all come into these relationships thinking like, well, I think I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself because I don't want to talk about that part real quick. Because
I want to go back to the part you're talking about putting you in your place.
Right. Well, y'all try to, when we get in a relationship, it's like y'all have this idea when we got together. Did you have this idea of like, this is what my woman going to do? Because you're the woman.
Because I'm the woman?
No, because like we're in a relationship, right? Me and you together.
Right.
Did you have some expectations of me being with you, like what as my role as your girlfriend, as your woman?
I had expectations.
Okay.
So my expectations were, I don't want a babysitter. I don't want just somebody to call, hey, that's my girlfriend. That's my whatever. I wanted a partner.
Right.
I wanted an equal partner. Like I get it. I'm the man, you're the woman. You stay in your place and you this womaning, this feminine things or whatever. I didn't want that. I want someone that was going to make me a better version of me.
Well, see, that's awesome, but not all men think like you.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying that. But I appreciate you saying that because I need.
But I'm with you when
to,
you're right, and what you're saying is absolutely
right.
correct because it does happen the other way.
Right, and because I know other people that view it this way. I even have guy friends that actually view this way, and I'm trying to check them too on this. Like, no, that's not what we're here to be your mama.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be your mama because if you did, you might go marry your mama, go back to her and live with her now.
Right.
That's how I feel. But just to rewind a little bit, it's just sometimes y'all don't understand when you decide to be in a relationship with a woman that we have like an emotional process.
Talk to me.
You know, and I've talked about this before because you always want to come up with a logic reasoning about everything, and sometimes we're not looking for that. Remember when I say just listen, I don't need you to solve the problem. We talked about this already. I don't want him solving the problem. It's just, we just need you to understand our emotions. Ride with us through those emotions. Don't try to fix those emotions.
Right.
Because, like, if I'm upset and I'm heated, ride with me on this heated wave for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and I don't think a lot of men understand that because they too busy wanting to fix our emotions, and then they get irritated because they can't fix it or we won't let them fix it. Because now, let me tell you why we won't, because I know that's why you point at me. Let me tell y'all why we won't let you fix our emotions. Because we are naturally emotional creatures. We have to be able to release these emotions. If we don't release these emotions, they're going to be all balled up.
Right.
And then guess what? You're going to do one little thing by not taking out the trash, and then I'm going to try to chop your head off.
Absolutely.
Like, seriously, because I need to get these emotions out. I need to feel safe enough that I can express myself with you without you looking at me and judging me as this crazy person and telling me that I don't understand why you're mad. It doesn't make sense.
Right. So you said something very important right there. Got to get it out.
Yes.
Got to get it out, get it out. I need to zip my mouth and open these more.
Right.
Even if I'm not liking what you're hearing.
That's why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Got to listen more.
Right.
Bingo. So get it out. Get it all out. And even give you your moment after you get it out.
Right.
Like, I can't, like what you're saying, and I'm with you. I had to work on this. I had to get better at this. Once you get it all out, now I got to give you your moment.
Right.
Even if that means me go away, go do my little thing, like I said, cut the grass, do my little hobbies, just get out of it.
Listen, that don't mean leave and go hang out with your boys and we don't know where you are.
But here's the deal. Now, when I come, after your moment is over, however long it takes, hopefully it's no longer than a day.
It shouldn't even take that long. Like, seriously, right. It usually don't even take that long. But just, if you're not in there, because it won't take that long. I need y'all to understand. If y'all don't try to keep fixing us all the time at the moment, it won't take that long. But when you steady trying to fix us and want to hurry us to get out of it, it takes longer.
This is true because I'm guilty of trying to fix it fast. But then again, when I tried it her way, and I just say, you know what? I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to let her, I'm going to give her her moment. I'm going to give her her time. I'm going to let her get everything out.
I'm telling you.
And then I just go on about my business. Fellas, just go about your business.
We gonna come out of it. Honestly,
she always comes back around faster when I do that.
Listen, because what you really don't understand is because, and I had to understand this about myself too.
I got good at it too, because I'm like, you see that television commercial,
Rocky,
when the guy walks in on the woman. I think it's a Geico commercial. I don't know. Guy walks in and says, "What's wrong?" Nothing. And he looks at her like.
He does.
He's smart. Don't even try to say, what do you mean? You look like you bothered.
We are bothered, but you know what it is.
Don't ask that question.
Yeah, don't. And don't tell me to calm down.
Don't.
What's wrong with you? Why you look? Don't.
Just walk off.
It makes it even worse.
Just walk off.
And the reason why, if y'all do that, we tend to understand we're going to feed off your energy. We're going to match your energy. Why don't I say that? We match your energy. So if you come at us like that, we're going to match it times 20.
Yeah. So let me say this, because here's something that she does.
Oh, my God.
That when I'm letting her talk, I'm letting her get it out. I'm not trying to fix it fast. And I'm giving her her moment. Every now and then, she'll come back. You don't have anything to say?
I do. I'm about to say that. I wasn't.
So now we're playing games. I'm doing exactly what you wanted me to do. I'm meeting you halfway. We're compromising here.
We are.
And now you're like, oh, you don't have anything to say?
I am guilty of that. Okay.
So now, hold on. What I call that picking.
Oh.
You ever have someone just pick at you, just pick at you like that's now you're nitpicking. Now you're asking to start something.
Oh my God.
Because now look, women, let me talk to the women real fast. And I'll let you, I know this is about men or whatever.
Right.
But if you ask that question, women, be ready for the answer, whether you like it or not.
This is true. You
opened up that door. You asked me like, you ain't got nothing to say? Okay. I do have something to say. It may not be what you want to hear, but I have something to say. Are you sure you want me to respond? So there you go.
Okay, so the point I'm making is when y'all are quiet and y'all allow us to get our frustrations out and our emotions out, we start to understand that we're the only ones kind of going up this roller coaster. So we start to realize we're the only ones probably looking crazy and being loud and doing this. So it tends to make us be like, let me shut up. Let me be quiet. Or let me be like, you almost start to understand like it's not that big of a deal. You need to calm down.
Come on,
because he's so calm. Thank God he is, because I'm over the top all the time. Rocky.
For the top.
I'm over the top, and at least I can admit it. I am over the top.
But we balance each other out.
Right. So when he is so calm, it kind of makes me understand, like, Krystal, just shut up. It's not that big of a deal, and get over whatever you own.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that. But women, we have these emotions. Y'all need to understand to kind of just stop. Don't always try to fix our emotions at that moment.
Right.
And then there's another thing that I'm also noticing about men. You don't do this, but competing with your woman.
Oh.
You're steady competing with her. And listen, and this is how I feel like some men are competing. This is how you know if you're competing with your woman. Like every time she do something and something good happens to her, you got something negative to say about it. She get a promotion. You got, I bet how you got it. This is and that. Like,
I know couples like this.
Yes.
Man.
Like you're always got something negative to say. And honestly, let me tell you, I'm going to be real. The reason why you are competing and feeling this some type of way with your wife, with your spouse, with your partner.
Insecure.
Is because that's pulling at some insecurities of your own.
Absolutely. I've had to check a couple homies on that.
Yes. And listen, you are insecure and you need to check yourself about your own insecurities, especially when you got a woman that's a boss woman.
Come on.
Like that's out there, that's handling her own, know how to take her own, know how to do stuff. You know who Viola Davis, her husband, he was like, for me to be married to her, I have to know who I am and understand what type of man I am.
Come on now, you keeping it real right there. I love it.
And I was like, oh my God, that is so true.
Let me tell you something, man. I want you to do better than me, make more than me, have more success than me. You mine. Like, that makes me look good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love bragging.
We're a team.
We're
on the same team.
I'm always bragging about you anyways, and I love it. Like, and that gets me excited. I get motivated. Like, when you get motivated, when you in your boss mode, that's kind of a turn on. I be like, shoot, Jack, that's my baby.
But not
right
every
there.
man feel that way. And they need to, and some men, y'all need to understand that if you are doing this, you need to pull back and start checking yourself and your insecurities. Y'all always talk about us women being insecure. But a lot of you men are insecure too.
There's a lot of men that's more insecure than a woman.
Do you know?
I'm be straight up honest, man. Y'all, fellas may not like me for saying this, but there's a lot of men out there that are more insecure than they woman.
Because you start to it manifests like competition. It starts to manifest jealousy. Starts to manifest you being like overly possessive of your woman. You won't allow her to do things. Like all this stuff starts to come out all because you're insecure about who you are as a man.
Come on, man.
Because us women got to check ourselves. So do y'all. Y'all can't just keep doing this to the women.
If there's any guys out there that's listening to this episode and this is you, quit tripping, bro. Like, for real, man. Be proud. Support your woman. And if she's doing better than you, whether it's financially, whether it's whatever, man, be proud of that.
Support her. The same way you want the support from her when you make it big and when you do something great, you want to share something with her and then she just shoot you down. That would suck.
Come on, man.
If she shot you down every time you told her something great about yourself.
Don't be a dream killer.
Right. Next. women has done this, but men do it. So stop comparing your relationships to the other one. Stop telling your wife, man, my homeboy's wife do this for him. My homeboy wife do this. That is one way you get your head knocked off your shoulders. I'm going to tell you right now,
Knock
today.
your head off your shoulders.
Right today. Like, don't tell me what your homeboy wife do for her. Okay.
Don't
Shit,
do
well,
it.
let me tell you what you don't do. Like, do you understand how pissed off I would be?
Don't do it.
Don't do that. And then you need to understand is that wife ain't dealing with your ass.
Hey.
So maybe that's why she doing that for her husband, because she ain't dealing with your raggedy self.
Fellas, don't do it. Don't do it, man.
And why you steady laughing? You better not even have them thoughts in your head. How about that?
Nah,
like,
man.
shit.
Listen, man.
I mean all of that.
Don't ever compare. Listen, don't compare your relationship. Don't compare things that you guys have nothing wrong with aspiring to have something. Nothing wrong with
Right.
saying, hey, I want a bigger house. I want a nicer car. I want a better job. Like,
No, I'm talking-
But don't compare.
Right. Okay, I know what you're saying, but no, you got some men that say, well, my homeboy wife, this is what she do when she cook.
Oh, yeah.
This is how she dresses. This is how she do.
That means, don't walk down that street, fellas. Don't
Yeah,
do it.
don't you dare.
And ladies, don't you do the same thing to us.
Right. You said that fast.
Don't get it twisted.
Right. Right.
Why are you laughing so hard now?
Because you said it so fast.
You better not ever.
I've never even said that.
Of course,
though.
but you
the
did.
point is that y'all gotta understand too, fellas. Your woman, that wife is not dealing with you and y'all's problems and and stuff that y'all got on in y'all house. Y'all got different responsibilities and obstacles that y'all gotta face than what that other couple is facing. You don't know what they doing in their household for real behind closed doors. He can be lying to you saying she doing all this and she ain't doing shit and he taking care of himself.
So now, if you let's say there is something that you want to share with your mate that somebody else is doing, instead of doing it in a comparison type way and bringing up names or so and so does this, how come whatever, just in a creative way, bring it up in conversation about, honey, what do you think about this, or what do you think about going to do this, or what do you
It
think
really
about?
won't be no issues if y'all are communicating right and being secure within who you both
Right.
are,
Just
and y'all know y'all relationship, y'all strong. Because I feel like we can have a lot of conversations and we don't get bothered by stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because we're in that space right now.
Right.
We've gotten to that part.
Right. So it's just getting to that part, and y'all gotta understand sometimes you may be the problem and why y'all not there yet. So the next thing I want to talk about is women being pregnant and how y'all handle this woman having a baby. I need you men to understand that we gave life. We literally brought life into this world. I've said this many times before. Women go through more life changes than a man would go through in a whole lifetime in 9 months of having a baby, carrying a baby, and delivering a baby.
Listen, man.
Y'all gotta show grace
Yes.
to this woman for having your baby. Just because she come home from the hospital and she looks okay does not mean she is ready to start taking care of your ass again, cooking and cleaning and doing all this other shit. Understand, Garrett? Listen, because he had a new baby. I need him to understand, hey, give your wife grace.
Garrett's our producer back
Listen,
over there.
give her grace.
You can't see him. He's off camera, laughing like a mug.
Give her grace. Understand that she literally just gave life. She's gonna snap back, but give her grace. Don't make her feel bad because she's exhausted.
And don't be fooled if she looks like she's not exhausted.
Right. Oh yeah. Don't
Don't be fooled like, oh, you good. You back on your feet, everything good.
Don't be like my little raggedy nephew letting his wife carry the diaper bag, the baby, pushing a stroller, walking and doing everything. He just walking back there with car keys in his hand.
Come on, nephew.
Like, you better get
Can't
your
do that,
ass.
dog.
Like, come on.
Can't do that, young.
She all right. No.
But she got to be willing to accept his help. How do
Right.
we know that she didn't do what you be doing to me sometimes? If you mad,
Okay,
you
I'm
don't
about
want
to
me
say
to carry
if I'm
nothing.
mad. I'm about to say only if I'm mad.
If she
when
mad
I do
about
that.
something, she don't want me to carry
No,
nothing.
I can do it because I want him to know I can do it by myself.
And you struggling, stumbling all over yourself, dropping stuff.
This
running,
supposed to be about y'all. Quit trying to put this stuff
running
back
in
on
the
me.
car door, trying to open it at the same time. You
So shit. But just know it's a process for her to come back and being back to her normal self. Just give her grace after a woman has had your baby. And keep in mind, she didn't do this shit by herself.
sure didn't. Started with a little tadpole.
Rocky. Oh, my God.
I'm just saying.
Something is wrong with you. Okay. And so, this also brings up something else because it's like being romantic. Because after you have a baby and stuff, it's kind of like it dies down because everybody's stressed. You know, the husband, the spouse, he's not sleeping, y'all not sleeping, and kind of looking at each other. And it's just like, shit, we just trying to make it day by day, hour by hour.
Right.
The same way y'all are good at making sure you got them Netflix subscriptions and
Spotify, all that.
Right, you got your little game and stuff and all that stuff. It doesn't hurt to go get a $2, $3 card to just tell your woman and just say thank you for being you. Mm-hmm. That is so romantic. You don't understand what that can do.
Or you can write a note, write a letter, old school letter.
Note. Yeah, write an old school. Just letting her know that you appreciate her and you see everything she has done. I promise you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to bring her to tears because she's just going to feel so appreciated because she probably already know you appreciate her, but she doesn't know,
right? If
that makes sense.
Right.
But by you doing that, it's just going to just throw her. She's going to drop her drawers maybe one more time.
Garrett's over there. Drop the drawers, Garrett. Drop the drawers. You got another baby coming your way. No,
oh my God. Okay, so
but that's real though, for real. The little bitty things.
The little bitty things. Yep. So also I want to talk about, sometimes men, y'all need to start taking the initiative of stuff. And when I say this is when it comes to doing things. Rocky, you do a lot of like, babe, we gonna go here. I want to do this. I want to do that. Mm-hmm. Let's go to the movies, this and that. Rocky would be like, babe, you want to go on? This is true story. Babe, you want to go to the movies? Yeah. All right. You gonna buy the ticket? You gonna pick the seats? You gonna do this and that? Did you ask me to go to the damn movies? This supposed to be you. You so raggedy, so raggedy. Like I forgot where did this fall off to be my responsibility to do the shit?
Wait a minute.
No, wait a minute, nothing. No, wait a minute, nothing.
I have a legitimate reason and argument about that.
What?
So, okay, there's certain things that you do more effectively than I. Now, can I go buy a ticket and can I open up the app and purchase tickets? Yeah, I can do that. It's easy. But this is like one of the things that you really enjoy doing. You love online shopping. Anything with an app on the phone, my wife loves doing.
I do.
So I'm gonna let you enjoy that. So yeah, I may ask you out for the date. So when it comes to purchasing the tickets, you're already doing it.
Did he say? And he mean it. Do you see that he's justifying this shit? He don't see that he putting his foot further and further in his mouth. You asked me on a date.
Right.
But you already doing it, so just go ahead.
So
the point I'm like, okay, just like I just talked about being romantic. If she always doing it, you take the initiative and be like, I got the tickets. We going to the movies.
She right,
we
y'all.
doing
Fellas,
this.
she right.
Take the initiative because she might be tired of doing it. Like she gonna be like, damn, do I always got to get the damn movie ticket? It is. It's easy. You see how he said it? It's easy.
Right.
It's simple. I can get this. It's simple. Right. But she likes doing it. Just because I have a damn smile on my face when I do it doesn't mean I like it. How about that?
Well, stop smiling.
And then you just put your foot in your mouth because you just said just because she looked like she okay don't mean she okay. Look at your ass.
I walked in the damn circle.
You sure did.
Stop smiling so much then.
Shit. Take the initiative to do it yourself.
You're right about that. You're right.
Like seriously. And this is another thing. Y'all men need to still make sure you take care of yourself altogether. Health-wise.
Come on, man.
Seriously, because some of you men want to just be like, I don't give a care about my health and don't want to go to the doctor, this and that. No. Like, we're married. I want to be with you forever. Right. Like, as long as we can. That don't mean you just don't check on yourself and take care of yourself. That is frustrating.
Yeah, she be on me all the time.
Right. And we don't want to have to be on your ass all the time about making sure you take care of yourself. Because what was you doing before we got together? Taking care of yourself.
True.
Making sure you was together.
Right.
Making sure you going to the dentist and got your teeth together. Not taking out your retainer like you wasn't supposed to.
Right.
And now he done took out his retainer, and now he got to go get a whole retainer back in his mouth.
Showed it this bottom rack right
He shouldn't have took it out. But the point I'm making is...
See, here's the deal. When they put them permanent retainers in your mouth...
Okay, Rocky. No, that you missing the whole point. Don't nobody care about to have the permanent retainer or nothing. The point is that you were taking care of yourself before me. Take care of yourself while you're with me. The same way y'all want us women to take care of ourselves. Y'all don't want us letting ourselves go, walking around here looking sloppy and crazy.
Doggone
Damn it, we don't want y'all either.
You're right.
Like, make sure you take care of yourself. And then when it comes to like I just said,
include grooming.
Right, and scheduling your appointments and shit. We didn't sign up to be your secretary. I'm just saying. I didn't sign up to be your secretary. I don't mind at times doing it, don't mind, but it shouldn't get to a point where it's just like, when I say scheduling different appointments, babe, you schedule your own dentist appointments and you got your own doctor's appointments and stuff on your own. You've done that.
Right.
There's been times where you're too busy. I'll handle it.
Right.
Because that's what a partnership does. If I see that you need some, I got you.
Okay.
Like, I'm not saying I won't ever do it. Don't ever allow me to do it. You always do it on your own.
Right.
But don't be that person where you're so handicapped. We know some people that are like that.
Yeah.
That gets to a point where they won't even send out a damn text.
Yeah.
Or email. Like, come on now.
I got you.
Can send that text. You can do that. Like, you were doing all of this before me. Don't just come in and be like, yeah, I have to do nothing no more. That's all your responsibility. Because we didn't sign up to be your secretary or your mama. We signed up to be your partner.
Agreed.
Your wife.
Agree, 100%. Now, look, this is where communication comes in. And if you communicate what she likes to do, what I like to do, what she's better than me at, there's things that she's better than me, like when it comes to our accounting, with our finances. She loves doing freaking QuickBooks and all that kind of stuff. I don't. She's better than me at that. So, okay.
Right.
But she understands that part. So when it comes to that, she knows that, okay, you got to own that piece of what we're doing. Mm-hmm. So learn each other's skill set and also learn what each other likes to do. And then let that person do most of it. Right. Does that make sense?
No, it does. It's like if y'all agree on it and it's just like a good mutual understanding, then y'all do that. Like, that's okay. But
don't just assume.
Right. Don't just assume and then just put all this on her. Like, it's her job. Because trust me, if y'all got kids, she already got a lot to do with the kids. She setting their appointments. She getting their stuff together. She getting all that stuff. Ask Rocky what's going on with our son at school. Ask him if he'll harm anybody at school. Ask him right now. He ain't gonna be able to tell you. He don't even know his son is on a field trip today. He don't even know. He laughing. That's some real ass shit right now. I'm dead serious. You quit laughing. So the point I'm making is, y'all, we got a lot that we already handle and deal with.
But I taught him how to fish.
He did.
That joker just caught him like a little 5 or 6 pound bass.
Oh my God.
In fact, y'all can go see the video on the Perfect Pair Podcast Instagram right now. Shoot, that joker gonna know how to.
He don't know how to catch a fish.
Shoot.
But he ain't know nothing about that schoolhouse. But no, I mean, Rocky does show up to the parent-teacher meetings, but I be like, babe, we got parent-teacher. Okay, it's today.
Yeah.
It's today. Yeah.
That's right.
Anyway, it'd be so funny because he be in them meetings like, I said, you don't know nothing. What's going on? Rocky be full of shit. Like he really be involved. He don't know
I'm
shit.
teaching my son how to run a business, how to own a business,
Oh my God.
how to run and own his own school.
It is horrible.
Say, yo,
but I understand.
Go ahead and go. You got to go to school, son. While you there, be the best student you can be. Make them straight A's. But I want to teach you how to own.
Quit trying to defend yourself and not knowing what's going on.
So
man.
learn your reading and writing and arithmetic because you're gonna need that to communicate.
Oh my
let me
God,
show you how to
Rocky.
go. Got to get this bag.
Oh my God. You have to be shamed. That's okay. It's all right.
What's the analogy? What's the fishing analogy?
I don't know.
You can give a man a fish and feed him for a day. You can teach a man to fish and feed him for a lifetime.
Oh, okay. Well, there. Shit. No, I didn't know that.
Message.
Okay. Still, you're supposed to be knowing a little bit more than what you know. Anyways, another thing I want to talk about is being like contempt and defense together. Mm-hmm. So you understand what that means? It's like when you're talking to your wife or your spouse, you're always like a bit sarcastic about everything that she says. Mm-hmm. Or when she's bringing up an issue that she has with you and you just like constantly just dismiss it, like you ain't trying to hear it and you trying to brush past it. And then you kind of go or just kind of disregard what she's saying.
Right.
That is like very disrespectful.
Right.
On so many levels. Because maybe if she's bringing up an issue, the same way y'all want to bring up an issue about us and we need to sit there and listen about maybe y'all we nag, and you trying to say, hey, this is why I don't want to come home. Or this is why I don't want to be in the same room with you half the time.
Right.
This is why, because you're nagging, this and that. So when we bring up an issue about you guys, y'all need to be man enough to take what we're saying
and stop. Serious.
Right, and don't disregard what we're saying.
Right.
And then don't get on a defense mode trying to tell us like, oh, there you go again.
Yeah.
No.
We are guilty of doing that.
Right, because it's not always there we go again. There's an issue that we have with you. and we're trying to bring it up. And ladies, there is a way that we need to do it. So, okay, here he go. Here he go.
I'm just saying. I was gonna
There's
let you
a way,
finish.
right? There's a way we got to do it.
It's how you do. Look, at the end of the day, is everything she's saying dead on? Absolutely. But there's a balance. It's a two-way street here. It's a two-way street because it all depends on how you do things. It's how you deliver it. It's how because if you're telling me something and you want me to take it serious,
Right.
it's all about how you're telling me.
Right, because you don't want to tell nobody with a whole attitude. If I'm already having an attitude, I knew he was going to do that. Of course you're going to be defensive. So it's the way we need to tell you.
Right.
But you also, sometimes whatever we're telling you hurts. And when it hurts your feelings, you men
Defensive.
automatically get defensive instead of trying to just be like, okay, maybe I am doing this and my bad.
Right.
My bad. At the end of the day, it's just very disrespectful. And you guys need to just be mindful of all this shit
Okay.
when you think about it. And so another thing I want to say is stop apologizing if you're not going to learn from your mistakes.
Ooh.
Like it gets old every time you apologize and then you ain't learned from them same mistakes that you just made. Like stop apologizing for it.
Yeah, because the apology means nothing.
At all to me. Like damn your apology because you just keep doing the shit.
Right.
And another thing I need you guys to understand is to prioritize your relationship. Make time, create time for your relationships. There are two parts in a relationship, and that is you and your spouse.
Ain't no excuses, man. We got 24 hours in a day. What you doing with your time?
Right.
You can't say, oh, I'm working overtime. Oh, I got this. I got to pay the bills. Oh, I got to go do this. I got to do
You
that,
got to
man.
be able to create time. Listen, I have listened and heard and been around busy men, and I got one myself that
Message.
always make time for his wife and his family.
Period.
Point blank, period. I hear Steve Harvey all the time. He traveling all over the world, but
Period.
he makes sure he comes through for his wife. He love his wife.
No excuse, man.
There's like no excuse. So please miss me with that I'm busy and I'm tired.
Yep. Because you got to prioritize your doggone
Right.
calendar.
Also, stop making all the decisions seem like it's about you. It is not a me factor. It is a we factor.
Ooh.
It is about you both. So stop thinking like everything is all about you and it's coming at you. Everything's your fault. It's like, no, it's us. We got to work together. We're a we factor, not a me factor. And then this is one of the biggest pet peeves of mine that you don't really do to me. You've done it a few times, but you don't really do. Making decisions without consulting with me.
Oh, yes. Fellas, don't do that. I have done that a couple times.
Right. Making decisions without consulting with your spouse could just...
Unless you're arranging a surprise party for her.
Right, or
that's
something
different.
like that. But you make it. I don't care if it's a small decision. You don't, especially like, don't go view a house without her and talking about what you like, this and that. Rocky one time just knew he loved this house. We was gonna love this house, and I just looked at him. Off the bat, I don't care if I liked it. My whole attitude was like, I don't want it. Because you decided to go over there and look at this house and say, we gonna probably get it. And you ain't talk to me. I don't like it.
But I was doing it kind of like a surprise for you. Like,
Man, surprise my ass.
I never do that
Yeah,
again.
nope, I didn't like it. I didn't want no parts of it. Nothing. You just don't do that.
no, you don't. You don't. And see, but what I found out was when I started including you on everything like that, oh, man, not only did our relationship improve even better, but it was a relief for me.
Right.
Because now I'm like, okay,
You ain't guessing and saying, oh, she might get mad.
is she going to like this? Is she not going to like
Right.
this? Is you wanna, I'm taking it straight to the source.
Right.
What you think? And she'll give you your opinion. Now, if she disagrees, if you like something, if I like something and she don't like something, then we talk about it. That don't mean you got to be like, well, whatever you like. Don't be
like that.
Whatever you like. No. Listen, it's okay to agree to disagree.
Right.
It's okay to discuss and meeting halfway to compromise.
I usually use the 1 to 10 scale. If it's like it means a 10 for him, like he just really loves it, and to me I really don't care, then we just go ahead with what he wants.
Right.
Because it's just I don't really care anyway. So okay,
If you
cool.
really don't care.
Right. Like if I really don't care, and if I like it and I really don't like it, but it's still not that passionate like he's passionate about it, I'm most likely gonna go with him. But he does the same for me. If I'm like, no, I want this. Like with our house that we're building, I know how I want my kitchen and my living room and my makeup room to be, in my closet. Is that it?
and then
right.
everything.
Right. But
I'll just show up and live in it.
No. There's just certain parts of the house where I'm like, nope, this is what I want. He's kind of like, okay, fine. And then, he got his little workplace, whatever he trying to do work in, and the game room for my son, whatever. I don't care about any of that. But what I care about is what I care about.
Right.
And he kind of just lets me have it. In the same way with his like workstation where he wants to have, I don't know why he wants this big ass garage, but it's really not that big of a deal to me. So, okay, have it.
What you mean? You can do so much in a big garage. You can have a workstation. You can have cars, of course. You can work out in that bad boy. You can create a little gym over there, and a part of it. There's so many things you can do in a big garage.
So once again, you see how I really don't care. Okay,
have a nice man cave out in that bad boy.
Again, I don't care. So he can have it. I'm not. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can kind of compromise in that sense. If it's that important to the other person, just let them have it. Like, it's not really that big of a deal. Don't make it a big deal just because you just want to fight. Like, sometimes I feel like sometimes you just want to fight. Another thing I need you men to stop trying to do is trying to have a conversation about us women being more feminine. Like, oh my God. First, you need to ask yourself, are you providing a safe place for her and making her feel secure within herself? Because if she don't feel safety and you're not providing security for her, most likely she's not going to be very feminine to you. She's going to pull that masculinity out because she has to.
And when she pulls that masculinity out, that makes you feel less of a man.
Right.
And that causes some problems, too.
It does. And again, if you're not admiring her, if you're not loving her, you're not adoring her, you're not letting her feel like she is beautiful, you can't question her femininity to her. Like, you can't tell her she's not being feminine enough. You can't tell. Steve Harvey said it best one morning when I was listening to him. He was like, he was working so much and he kept coming home because she wears his favorite gray sweatsuit to bed all the time. Mm-hmm. So he was like, I was tired of seeing her in this sweatsuit. I've seen her for 15 days. He said, so you know what I did? I said, honey, let's go out on a date. He said, because I don't want to see her in that sweatsuit. So for her to be able to dress like, you got to give her a reason to dress up like a woman and feel feminine again.
Come on.
So now he got her in her heels, got her dressed up, got her looking nice. You gave her a reason to look different.
Message.
This is a man saying this.
Message.
So if you tired of her looking in these sweats and her hair all over the place and a bonnet on her head, then do something about it.
Yeah, man.
Take the initiative. Don't say, can you go to the movies and can you book it? No. You book it, you do everything, and you tell her to dress up.
Unless you have a wife that refuses to get rid of raggedy clothes that she loves to continue to wear.
I do.
Like, she has like certain clothes that's raggedy. They can be dust rags now.
They are.
And she just don't
They
want
hose everything, and it's thin. Like, if you pull too hard, they might just fall apart.
And she still wears the stuff. And I'm like, okay, honey.
I sure do, because
it's time to do away with that bad boy.
Nope, and I want it. But the point is that you got to give her a reason to feel feminine. Don't be trying to tell her why she doing this and you ain't giving her no reason to feel that way.
Right.
And so also just start asking yourself, am I providing a safe space for her?
Mm-hmm.
If you start asking her that you're providing a safe space for her and you start to work on yourself, it starts to look a little bit different. That's
a good one right there, working on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we always can work on ourselves. We always can be a better version of ourselves. And you got to pick up on signs.
Mm-hmm.
You got to. She may not verbally tell you that something's bothering you about, that's something that you do or say, but you can read it all over her face and her body language. Like, when you get the side lips, like,
right, like,
pay attention to that.
You know her facial expressions, because most of us women, we wear all our expressions on our face.
Sure do.
But the last thing I want to say is that most of y'all say this about us women. Y'all want us to come into the relationship healed, not bringing our past into this current relationship. Y'all men need to do the same shit. Y'all need to be healed. Okay. Y'all don't need to bring your past of what a woman done to you in the past, how she did you raggedy, how she cheated on you with your homeboy, this and that, or how you just had to take care of everything. You never had nobody to be an equal partner to you. That ain't got shit to do with this relationship.
Come on.
So come to this relationship and be healed the same way you want her to.
Okay, I thought you was about to go in a whole other direction with that. You see, I stood up like, wait a minute.
What you thought?
Because I thought you was going to say, it's okay to come into a relationship with baggage and using the baggage as excuses.
No. It's not. Like, no. Y'all want to be y'all want us to be healed and good and right. Y'all need to be the same way. Don't bring in that bullshit over here.
So it's real simple, man. I mean, we make it so much harder because we let our feelings come before the facts.
I feel like it's more of a man ego and pride. It's more so when it comes to men wanting to understand when they are the problem in a relationship.
Oh yeah, that's
So
true. But,
it's like just put your ego and your pride aside and understand that it may be you.
right, but at the same time, on both sides of the street, once again, you can't put the feelings over the facts.
Right.
Facts
Facts over
over the
feelings.
feelings.
Right.
And when you learn that part, it's like, okay, that's the facts are you had drama, you didn't have a good situation in your past relationship, blah blah blah, whatever. Because that's the facts. Now that hurts your feelings. That past hurt your feelings. So now you're coming into something new.
Right.
It's a clean slate.
Right.
So
Don't bring that shit over
you
here.
still can't be in your feelings in this new situation.
Right, because then that means you ain't done with that relationship.
You started off this relationship in your feelings.
I did. I really did.
Yes, indeed.
But why we supposed to be talking about me and he want to talk about me? I already talked about my shit and what I did wrong. Don't be trying to keep putting it back on me. At the end of the day, it is very possible to have a loving and healthy relationship like us. As you can tell. I'm just playing.
Show enough, Jack.
No, I'm just playing.
I love it, man. So this is not male bashing. She preaching. She telling the truth. Okay, it is what it is, man. Every point that she made in this episode, I agree with 100%. But once again, it's all about how you communicate and you deliver.
Yep.
The message with you and your spouse.
Okay.
My mind just went blank again.
He went real blank. So we'll see y'all next week.
Deuces, y'all. Make sure you follow the podcast everywhere you listen to your podcast. Also the YouTube channel, social media at Perfect Pair Podcast. And deuces.
Bye.
Pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, billy goats and girls and bats and everything else.
Why do you do that? Just say ladies and gentlemen or just say hi.
We are here to tell you guys where to subscribe.
Why are you talking like that? You don't even talk like that. Talk
I
like
know,
yourself.
because I'm waiting for you. Okay.
Subscribe.
Okay. Subscribe. Please listen. You will not be sorry.
Did you just fart?
No, that's your breath. Oh.
Oh, comeback time.
Bye.